In today's video, guys, we are going to be taking a look at the new top 5 meta loadouts to use here in Modern Warfare 3 Season 6. Now, with Black Ops 6 dropping in less than 2 weeks, I want to give you the best class ups possible to get your highest kill game, increase your KD, and even help you get your first MGB nuke. So if you guys are new and find this video to help, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and let's get into it. Now, jumping into weapon number 1, guys, we have the Bass P SMG. Now, this SMG got a buff here in Season 6, making it the best SMG in the game now, with the static HV getting its nerf here in Season 6. This should be the only SMG you should use here in the last 2 weeks that we have in Modern Warfare 3. Now, for my build, though, we are going to start with the muzzle here, which I'm going to be throwing on the Quartermaster Suppressor. This weapon doesn't really have the best recoil control or gun kick control, so adding this on is going to help the weapon be really easy to control. And also, we're off the radar, we're staying stealthy, we're being quiet to go on those higher kill streaks, get our nukes, increase our KD, and just get a bunch of kill streaks in our game. Since streaks are loopable here in Modern Warfare 3, we're going to throw this on so we're a complete ghost and have full control of our SMG here for our first attachment. Now, for the underbarrel here, we are going to be adding on the MW3 hand stop grip. Now, this is just going to help us be a little bit more aggressive, moving faster around the map, shooting faster off a sprint, aiming down sights faster. If you want to have an aggressive playstyle with this SMG, make sure you have on the MW3 hand stop. We're increasing our mobility, we're increasing our handling, which I think is very important for this SMG, so go ahead and throw this on. Now, for the magazine here, we are going to be adding on the 50-round drum. Now, with the Bass B having a fast fire rate, we don't want to have to reload every time we get a kill or two or go into a gunfight reloading. So we're going to add on the 50-round drum. And honestly, with the time to kill on this SMG and you having that aggressive playstyle, you never have to reload. You don't have to slow yourself down to reload all the time. And you're just going to constantly stay in that flow. If you're on the small map mosh pit, this is where this weapon is going to shine, especially with this class setup, to help you get your high kill games and just have that aggressive playstyle. And honestly, the handling's not getting torched or the mobility is not getting torched. So this is going to be a great attachment to not just have to reload all the time and just stay with that good flow. So add this on for your third attachment. Now, for the rear grip, we are going to be adding on the D37 grip. I do want more gun kick and recoil control on this weapon, so we're going to add on the D37 grip. Just having extra gun kick control and recoil control is going to make me feel more comfortable with an SMG, so if it makes me feel comfortable with it, I'm sure it's going to help you guys as well, so we are going to throw this on as well. And then jumping into my final attachment, there is so many optics that you can use here, but for me, though, we are going to add on the Jack Glasses optic. Clean optic, it's a very easy to see out of. We get firing aiming stability, not too many optics do that in the game here. And we also get a blue dot, which everyone loves here, but like I say in my videos, though, choose what you guys like, add on your favorite one. But for me, though, I'm going with the Jack Glasses optic. Now, for weapon number 2, guys, we have the MCW, which I have said this every time covering this weapon. This is the easiest gun here in Modern Warfare 3 to use, and I have you a class setup that's going to get you easy MGB nukes. And if you're looking for a certain build to just get good long-range gunfights up close and just get easy nukes, this is a class up that you're going to want to try out 100% here. But for my build, though, we are going to start with the rear grip, which I'm going to be throwing on the RB Claw PSL grip. This should always be on the MCW. If you're going to be using my build, someone else's, making your own, I feel like this should always be on your weapon. A lot of gun kick controls going into this, a lot of firing aiming stability, and a little bit of recoil control. This weapon does have a fast fire, so there is a tiny bit of gun kick, so having this attachment on is going to cancel out all the gun kick on this weapon. We are getting that firing aiming stability. It's making the weapon more calm. It's making it more smooth, so it is going to be more accurate in those gunfights as well. We're also getting a little bit more recoil control. The weapon is really easy to control. We just made it a lot better with this attachment, so we are going to throw this on. Very important. Now, we'll jump over here to the magazine next and add on the 40-round mag. Now, the weapon, like I just said, does have a little bit of a fast fire rate, so we're going to add on a larger mag, which is the 40-round mag. Now, I'm telling you, even though with the con showing, you cannot notice a thing about to get taken away. The movement speed you can't notice, aim down sight speed, aim walking movement speed, sprint to fire speed, you cannot notice. Now, if you want to bump this up a little bit and make it turn into an LMG a bit, you could throw on the 60-round drum if you really wanted to, but this is where you're going to start noticing the mobility going down and the handling going down. So honestly, I feel like the 40 is plenty. You don't have to reload all the time. The time to kill with this weapon is great, so we're just going to stick with the 40-round mag here. Now, we are going to jump here to the muzzle next, and we're going to be adding on the Quartermaster Suppressor again. This is going to be a stealthy build here, so we're going to be off the radar. No one can radar watch us. We're staying stealthy. We're being quiet to go on those higher kill streaks and help get our nukes and increase our KD and everything. And we're also getting that extra recoil control and gun kick control. So with this attachment here, we're being stealthy and everything. We have no more gun kick, no more recoil control. This attachment in the rear grip is going to cancel out all the recoil, all the gun kick, so you're going to have full control of this weapon. You'd have no excuses on missing your shots here. Now for the barrel, we are going to be adding on the Cyclone Long Barrel. This is the best barrel for the MCW. Good bull velocity and range, good firing aiming stability, and we are getting some aiming out of sway. Nothing too important there, but I will bring up the stats. 18% increase in our bull velocity, 15% increase in our damage range. Our bolts are traveling faster, they're traveling further, they're hitting harder to give us a faster kill in those longer range gunfights. So we do want to add on the best barrel. And then getting into my final attachment, guys, we are going to the optic. I'm a fan of the iron sights, which I'm sure not too many people are here, so we are going to be adding an optic on, which I'm going with the Jack Glasses optic again, but the MK3 reflector is a great option too. But like I say, for your optics, choose what you guys like. Go ahead, add your favorite one on. For me, we are going to add on the Jack Glasses optic. Now, jumping into weapon number 3, guys, we have the Ram 9, which I like to call this SMG the underdog SMG. With a lot of new weapons getting into the game, the Super 46, the Static HV, and a lot of these other SMGs getting buffed now, making them really broken, the Ram 9 is a hidden gem underdog SMG, which is really good if you have the right class setup. Now, for my build, though, we are going to start with the rear grip, which we're going to be throwing on the Retort 90 grip tape. This is a must-have attachment for this SMG. A lot of firing aiming stability needs to go into this weapon, and a lot of gun kick control needs to go into this weapon. With it having a fast fire rate, really good recoil control, the weapon needs to be toned down in its gun kick. So this can be a great attachment here. And also with this weapon having a fast fire rate, the visual recoil can be a bit crazy. So that firing aiming stability is going to help out a ton, making the weapon more stable, making it more smooth and calm when firing. So we're going to throw this on for attachment number 1. Now, going over here to the magazine, we are going to add on the 50-round mag. Now, like I just said, this weapon does have a fast fire rate, so we don't want to have to reload all the time, middle of the gunfight, after a gunfight, or anything like that. We want to just be aggressive. We don't want to have to slow down all the time and reload, so we're going to add on the 50-round mag. Now, you cannot tell the difference between the mobility and handling from the 40-round mag or the 50. I'm telling you guys, the 50-round mag is honestly the best thing that you can run here on the Ram 9. And again, with this having a fast fire rate, you don't want to have to reload all the time. So make sure you do have on the 50-round mag. Now, jumping up here to the underbarrel next, we're going to add on the paracord grip. Now, like I've said in plenty of my past videos, the paracord grip is a great underbarrel for SMGs here. And trying it out on the Ram 9, I haven't tried it out yet until today. This attachment is very fun on this SMG. Horizontal recoil control is better, sprint to fire speeds going up, aiming out of sway, aim walking status, and also we do get better mobility on this weapon. We're moving faster on the map with that extra movement speed we're getting, and also if we do aim down sights, we do have better aim walking movement speed, so we're going to add on the paracord grip. Now, we are going to the muzzle next, and we're going to add on the quartermaster suppressor again. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this should be the only muzzle you should use here for the last 2 weeks of Black Ops 6. This is the best muzzle in the game. If you wanted to, you could throw on the Zeman 35 if you really wanted to, but honestly, the quartermaster suppressor, we're getting a lot of gun kick control, recoil control, and we're just off the radar, staying stealthy and everything. So the quartermaster is going to be your best friend for this SMG. And then jumping into my final attachment, guys, we are going to the laser here, and we're going to throw on the SL Razorhawk Laser Light. The only thing I'm looking at here, though, is going to be the sprint to fire speed I'm getting, which is 16%, and the aim down sight speed I'm getting, which is 10% here, helping me have that more of aggressive play style. I'm aiming down sights lightning quick, shooting faster off a sprint. So with this build, we're moving faster around the map, crazy handling, crazy mobility. So if you're trying to get high kill games, this is a class that you're going to want to use. Now, for weapon number 4, guys, we have the MTZ-556. Now, I like to call this assault rifle an SMG assault rifle just because it's really good up close. It has the high mobility, handling, the fire rate, like it was an SMG. But if you need to use this as an assault rifle, it's really good at long range here. But for my build, we are going to start with the rear grip, which we're going to be throwing on the Bruin TR-24 assault grip. A lot of firing aiming stability and a lot of gun kick control needs to go into this weapon. With having the fast fire rate, a lot of gun kick and everything, it has some really good recoil control, but the only things that we're worried about here is the firing aiming stability and the gun kick going into this weapon. So we're going to throw this on, calm that gun kick down a lot, make the firing aiming stability more stable and everything. So we do want to throw this on for our first attachment. Very important. Now, for my build, I am going to be using the base mag, which is the 30-round mag. I just want to move fast around the map and everything. I don't want to slow myself down with the large mag that we have to run. So we are going to the underbarrel next, and we're going to be adding on the Edge MW3. I want to make myself more aggressive with this SMG assault rifle. So we're going to throw this on, increase our mobility, increase our handling, move faster around the map, get higher kill games, get into more engagements, have that faster aim down sight speed and spread the fire speed. A really good attachment if you're trying to have that aggressive play style. So of course, I do want to throw this on. Now for the muzzle here, we are going to add on the MW3 compensated flash hider here. Now, a lot of people could argue, is this the best muzzle? Is the quartermaster suppressor the best muzzle? That's for you guys to decide. Let me know in the comments, what do you think here? But we are going to add on the MW3 here. I want that extra firing aiming stability on this weapon. I want that extra vertical recoil control on this weapon and that horizontal recoil control. And with this being the MW3, we're not on the radar as long because it does shorten that radar ping. I think it goes from like 10 seconds to 5 seconds. Nothing too crazy, but it's going to make it people harder that are radar watching. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to watch the radar all the time if they're trying to hunt us down here. But we are going to add on one of the best muzzles, which is the MW3. Now for the barrel here, we're going to add on the best barrel for the MTZ, which is the MTZ Clinch Pro barrel. Firing aiming stability, a lot of bull velocity, damage range here. Now, I will bring up the stats. We're getting a 26% increase in our bull velocity. I like using that high bull velocity just because with this weapon having a fast fire rate and a faster bull velocity, that's going to be a nice combo for those longer range gunfights. And also, we do have that better damage range by 21% here, so our bullets are traveling further and hitting a bit harder at those longer ranges, so it does make it better in those longer range gunfights. And then jumping into our final attachment, I will give you a few choices here. You could run the magazine if you really wanted to. You could run an optic if you're not a fan of the iron sights on this weapon, which I am. So we are going to jump here to the stock for our final attachment, which I'm going to be running on the MTZ Marauder stock. Now we're getting a bunch of gun kick control, which is very important for this weapon, and a lot of recoil control. So with this weapon, it's not kicking up anymore. We're having better recoil control of this weapon, so you can take your gunfights from up close to super long range and have that aggressive playstyle. So this attachment is going to be a must-have on this MTZ. And then getting to our final weapon in today's video, guys, we have the STG-44. Now, this is still one of the hardest hitting weapons in the game, and it's still a top 3 assault rifle in the game still, which you can no longer 3-shot with this assault rifle, but you can still 4-shot with this weapon, which I'm going to show you that build here. Now, we are going to start with the stock, and we're going to be adding on the DR79 combo stock. Now, like I've talked about in previous videos, you know, the STG-44 has great recoil control, a slow fire, but the gun kick on this weapon is what causes it sometimes to be difficult to control here. So we are going to throw this attachment on. We're going to calm that gun kick down, make the recoil control better, and also have firing aiming stability on this STG-44 now. So the weapon is more calm, it's more smooth, so that's going to help us be more accurate, and we're calming that gun kick down and making that recoil control a lot better. So we are going to throw this on to cancel out that gun kick. Now, going over here to the optic next, we are going to throw on the Jack Glasses optic. Now, like I've said in my videos, the iron sights on the STG-44 are not the best, in my opinion. If you like the iron sights, go ahead and keep them on. Add a different attachment on if you want to here. But, you know, I am not a fan of the iron sights on this weapon whatsoever. So I am going to throw on the Jack Glasses optic. Add on whatever you guys like. Add on your favorite one, like I say in my videos. For me, though, I am going with the Jack Glasses optic. Now, for the barrel next, we're going to add on the Heinricher C70 long barrel. Now, if you want a 4-shot kill with this weapon, you need to have on this long barrel. We're increasing our bull velocity and damage range. We are getting a bit of aiming out of sway. Nothing too crazy there, but I will bring up the stats on this. A 21% increase is going into our bull velocity and a 28% increase in our damage range. So again, if you want a 4-shot kill with this weapon, you do need to have on the Heinricher C70 barrel. So go ahead and toss this on. Now, for the muzzle here, we are going to add on the quartermaster suppressor. I just want to cancel out all the gun kick on this weapon. I want to give you great control of this weapon, so I want you guys to have full control of this weapon, have great accuracy, no matter what gunfight you get into, up close, long range, it doesn't matter. Having this on, you're going to have full control of this weapon, and we're also being a ghost. We're staying off that radar. No one can radar watch us, so we are going to increase our KD, help us get all of our kill streaks, and increase our KD with this one attachment here. And then getting to my final attachment, guys, we are going to the underbarrel here and adding on the XRK MW3 hand stop grip. I want the better mobility and handling on this weapon. I'm gonna be honest, the mobility and the handling on this weapon does suck, so we want to have this on, increase our mobility, increase our handling, have that more of an aggressive playstyle, move faster around the map with this weapon here and everything. So this is going to be our final attachment. But these are the top 5 meta loadouts in my opinion here in Modern Warfare 3. If you're trying to increase your KD, get your first nuke, or get your highest kill game before Black Ops 6 drops. So go ahead, try them out, and let me know in the comments if you drop any high kill games, any nukes, increase your KD before Black Ops 6. But guys, thanks so much for watching. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.